crash his game later, me and Garth. So, you guys trot on up to the prison. It is occupied by a multitude of guards and different watch posts and towers occupying sat on the perimeter line of the place. The prison itself isn't that big, but again, that's not surprising. Hilllanders don't usually keep prisoners. So, you guys hop off your horses, those of you that were on them, as you guys get to the front gates. I should say gates. They're more of like a large double-set door, like you would see in like a medieval castle. It's not like a portcullis gate at the moment. You can see the little teeth of the portcullis ready to drop down and crush any sucker that's underneath them. Ready to go on a moment's notice, but since it's not a prison lockdown as of yet, you're fine. One guard that is manning at one of the sides of the front gates does come up to you guys and ask you quite simply, what is your business? Which, I don't know. What do you guys tell him?
No clue.
What was
We're here to
the
receive
guy's
a
name?
prisoner
Okay.
by the name of Telos.
You're like, you have that flip. It's Tolis, I thought.
Oh, it's Tolos?
Yeah, T-O-L-I-S, not T-I-L-O-S. I believe. Unless I mistyped it to you guys, in which case that'd be awkward.
No, that's probably me. I sometimes get vowels mixed.
Fair enough. Multilinguistics. Tell this, that one. So you're... Right. Alright, with you. We'll go get them. He walks off. The gate cracks open just a little bit and he walks in. You guys can hear Vasa and Marika all talking one to one another. I hope she's okay. Yeah, they'll be fine. So, I will say, can all of you roll me perception? No reason.
There isn't
Cat.
Instantly on edge. Oh, well.
Everyone is awful besides me and Anushka.
There's been a lot
Your
of
first
nat ones
one.
today.
There has. It's been really depressing.
The first one.
Are we being watched?
Oh,
okay.
But alas,
Holy-
that still is not
Holy
making
shit.
second.
You have very good luck.
Yeah.
What are you taking? Because I want in on it.
Catnip.
Get that.
Nip. That's what, catnip.
Yeah.
So you guys are waiting for Tolis for him to appear. Let me see. So, actually, let me Anushka, Oriana, and Silas. You guys, well, you're all waiting out there. You're all waiting out there. But in a manner, I've described it multiple times in the past. People have like a sixth sense. Their mind has pattern recognition, even if their conscious mind isn't aware of it. Which is, well, really mostly to detect when you're in danger, like a predator or something that you actively don't see, but your mind is pinging that there's something out there. This pattern recognition is also why Among Us is such a great big meme, because pattern recognition applies to memes as well. You guys have your pattern detection go off. You guys feel like you're being watched. And I'm not talking about like the guards of the fucking establishment, not like that. You guys feel like you're being watched from somewhere else. Somewhere down the hill, above you, around the corners of this prison. Something is watching you. Distracted by how ugly this prison... What the hell? What are they even supposed to mean? How pretty should prisons be?
Exactly.
Oh my
It's
God.
a dreadful place.
You think Tolis is gonna... What? You think he's going to... like... cry? Why would... I don't know, just long time in prison, you know? Start crying. Why are you asking?
Wasn't he
I don't have
there
any
for a
tissues.
day?
I don't have any tissues, though. We don't need... Whatever. I have tissues. Why do you have tissues? No, I don't want to know. Never mind.
Can
Something's
Anushka
watching
like
us.
subtly have a look around and see if there's like just see if she can
Yeah, can
spot
Says do that
anything,
too? I was
Or,
typing
like,
it, but I couldn't think of how to word it.
or like sense anything, just subtly.
Ariana's just gonna straight up say it out loud. Kind of
Okay.
a hushed tone, but like to people nearby, it's just like somebody's watching.
Tell you guys what. Oriana, since you're trying to hush whisper it, roll stealth. To Anushka, you're a ranger. Why don't we use that Arcana, but use your wisdom instead of intelligence? And I'll give an equivalent logic to Silas. Roll me Arcana, but use your charisma instead of intelligence.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to do that.
Question 1, do you have proficiency on Arcana?
Yes.
Okay, then so you grab the proficiency bonus, which is +2 for you guys right now.
Mm-hmm.
You go check out your charisma modifier, which we tinkered with last time. And then you're going to manually input 1d20. / roll 1d20 plus those numbers added together.
20 plus what? 2 plus.
What? Muy unfortunate. Silas, as you try to hone in on this instinct, I guess is the best way to call it, you're really just getting pinged in all directions, not to the point where you're not really successful in your endeavor. To the rest of you, Oriana does quietly disclose that you guys are being watched, and not just by the guards. To Anushka, with your 15. If it were anyone but you, I would say that 15 is not successful. But you're a ranger with favorite adversary, so congrats.
Hey.
There is a bird, quote unquote bird, above you. Way above you. It looks like a bird. It's not a bird. There's just a way about how it moves that tells you it's not actually what it looks like. You reckon it's probably some sort of familiar. Morphed into a bird.
Okay. Seem to be heading in any particular direction, or is it just sort of circling
It's
us?
just circling over you, which is probably the more bigger indicator that it's not what it actually looks like.
Was it?
It looks like a raven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I have noticed it coming up whilst we were moving down the road? Do you think? Like it's just been like a constant sort of thing, and that's me just pinging it when we're standing still.
Roll me your perception, but use intelligence instead of wisdom. This is like a recollection sort of perception, as opposed to an outright, this instant sort of perception. If you don't have perception training, then you just hit intelligence.
What?
13. You think it's been there. Birds have, how to say, periods of activity as the day goes on, and dawn is one of them. That's why you hear the expression, early bird gets the worm.
Mm-hmm.
But you're trying to think about particularly that one, particularly this raven that moves in a unorthodox pattern. A bit too conscious, a bit too sentient of a manner. You think it's been there.
And would I notice any similar behaviors to the Devil of Silence, like that?
Like the
glowing
weird
parchment?
warning effect about it. Oh yeah, Garth was asking me about this yesterday. Yeah, the Devil of Silence did have an effect around it in where its area of silence occupied. If you want a visual reference, take a look at this little clip there from Resident Evil Revelations. You don't have to watch the whole video, you just watch like 15 seconds into it.
Seconds.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, it has a sort of weird distortion effect about it. That's what the Devil of
Okay.
Silence had for its silenced area. No, this bird does not have a weird distortion silencing effect on it.
Okay, is there similar to like that trail that I noticed as well?
No.
No, okay. Fine. And does it appear to have noticed that I've clocked on? Or is it not changed?
That's a good
How
question.
How do you tell?
In-
Yeah.
That's an insight roll,
Suppose if
silly.
there's any change in its how how it's flying about.
So
Guy
insight.
following us.
Do ravens have? They don't have keen.
No, because they get mimicry.
No. You don't roll insight. It rolls.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You roll deception?
Yeah, I'd say roll deception. I think that's fair.
Don't suck. Please don't suck.
Oh, I kind of
Great.
suck. I kind of suck.
It sucks worse.
Don't worry. It
Doesn't
still, gets a
matter.
it still gets a perception roll to hear you talking about it. What'd you roll on that? Just want to know ahead of time. 18?
It was like
Okay.
16 and 18. It's got to roll a 15.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, we're fine.
It's so high up. It's hard for it to see down here. It's not like it's a hawk that has keen vision or anything like that.
Really should have
Okay.
picked a hawk then.
It doesn't look like it has heard or noticed you guys noticing it.
See.
In that case, I'm going to turn back to the group and very quietly sort of whisper. I think it's familiar up there, Sky. Don't look, but
Do you want me to
I
get rid of
think
it?
we'll see if it retreats. Maybe it can lead us to whoever our assailants
it
were
been
last
here?
night. I think it's been here a while. I'm not sure.
Most likely keeping tabs on us to know where we are. So... yeah, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, then. Although eliminating it means that they're not going to use that method in the future. So,
Yes. And we know about it now.
out of game, this would probably be a good point for that ambush thing that O was talking about. I just don't know how to set that up.
As you guys are discussing, the gates open up a bit wider now, and you see... well, where's their token? Where's his token?
How
There it
high up
is.
Pretty high up. Is that like 500 feet?
Well, the hill itself has an elevation already, but in terms of where you guys are above you, yeah, like a few hundred feet. Da-da-da. Tullus.
The man. Or the lady. God damn it,
Oh.
I can't talk.
Why is it so blurry? The heck?
That's
Like, I get the border
Sure
being
cleans up.
blurry, but the central picture shouldn't. I thought it was way more high. Whatever. I don't
No,
care.
roll 20, like, when it does, like, the token gets bigger, it has to do, like, a lot of upscaling. Usually it cleans itself up, though. That one didn't really clean
I don't blame you, no. So, Tullus, full name Tullus of the Heartlands, does emerge on out, and the guard gives them a satchel for what you assume were their possessions, their belongings, their what's the word, effects. All right, I'm not happy about this, but others are others. Get going, miss. Right, you. She thinks on it. Probably won't see me again. Make sure we don't. He walks away. The aforementioned, well, I should probably add their token now to your guys' retinue. Ta-da! Runs over to their compatriots. Quite happy to be out of prison. I don't think any of us have experience being in prison and what the utter joy it is to be out of prison. I don't know if you guys have experience in that. Don't tell me. I don't want to incriminate myself in a court of law. I will say, Zal looks a bit confused, and it's quite clear why. Zal didn't know Tullus was a girl. Vaso just doesn't give a shit, and Marika already knew. She does hug onto Marika, and before giving hugs in turn to her other compatriots. You guys don't have to be nearby the conversation to hear Tullus lament how sucky it was to be in prison. Even if it was just for one night. Nor do you have to be nearby for you to hear Zal being confused that Tullus is a chick.
Been together.
Wait,
Added,
It's a
I
great-
put that onto the group in the past few minutes.
you're a...
Before he was-
Wait. Huh? You're a girl? Yeah. Hi, you didn't know? No. She looks at Marika. She shrugs. Marika shrugs back. I mean, I don't really care what you call me, guy or girl, if it makes you feel any better. If you want to keep calling me a guy. No. That. He turns away. He goes over here. So, Tolus acquired. Why are you guys all looking at a bird?
Can I insight check to see if this like made him aware of certain emotions?
That's a very, very interesting way of putting that. Roll insight.
Sure, I'm gonna get a 4.
In the meantime, in the background,
God,
Marika
that's
and Vasa are informing Tolus on the situation that they are now co-signed on.
By the way,
Great.
we've been inscripted.
Question
Draft
that
notes.
is familiar. Is it within 120 feet?
Of you guys?
Yeah.
No, it's like a few hundred feet up.
What if he
Okay.
jumps really high?
Oh yeah, let me just jump the extra like 280 feet. Yeah. You want to do that running or standing?
I think he's got hops.
Oh my god.
No. It is like a few hundred feet in the air.
Leaning a bit closer to Anushka, I'm just going to keep my voice down. I'm just going to say, if that creature comes any closer, do let me know. I can snuff it out. Yeah.
Okay. I keep eye out.
Fantastic.
Do you think we can use like a minor illusion like we did for
In what capacity?
like
That's the question.
if the creature decides to attack or like gets he seems like it's getting aggressive or
Well, as of right now, it's just a bird in the sky, so I don't think you guys have much
Okay.
to worry about. Also, keep in mind that minor illusion is called minor illusion. It will not
right.
do the impossible. That's what major illusion, which is a third, fifth level spell, something like that. I think it's third.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we start busting out the actual spell slots. As of right now, it's just a free cantrip, but you can catch technically ad infinitum.
Okay.
So maybe it depends on what sort of effect you guys are trying to go for with it.
Yeah, like little distracting things,
Yeah.
sort of thing you could probably do.
All right.
It's just flying up there above you guys, a few hundred feet in the air. With pardon the pun, I will be sure to blast myself for in a second. It has a bird's eye view on you.
I mean, it's
That's
only
just
50
factual,
feet.
right?
Terrible.
That's not a joke.
Don't worry, I shot myself.
Fix that one. Oh, damn,
I'll be
you came back
successful
real
next
fast. I thought you
So
died.
would
Yeah, I
we-
got better.
No,
So
that's because I
we-
built up a tolerance of lower caliber bullets. So now I can tolerate higher ones. Yeah, don't worry
Oh
about
my
it.
god, yes, that's definitely how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's like toxin.
Once it looks like the Three Musketeers have brought their glorious leader on board.
I think Tolus is really the glorious leader, but yeah.
More the troublesome nephew.
Yeah, isn't there like a kid in the Three Musketeers story?
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah,
I
that
think
one.
so. I think so. Yeah. D'Artagnan, yeah.
I don't know anything. Three Musketeers.
So you must be the person we've been hearing a lot about.
She holds out like a hand, grabs yours, and puts her other hand on the other side and begins shaking profusely. Aye, that's me. I hear you're the ones I'm supposed to be thanking for my rescue.
As well
Dick-
as his
dips.
life.
Oh my god.
For more than for lack of a better term.
Dips her head low.
And I take it you've been informed as to what our task going forward shall be?
I have, but I got some other questions about that, by the way. But we don't gotta do it in front of throw the thumb over the shoulder, the prison.
It's better if we don't.
Right. So, we can walk and talk.
Exactly, my thought.
Aren't we waiting for the other for Emperor first? Or are we meeting her
Meet her
elsewhere?
at the gates, yes?
You guys are gonna meet Amber here. Kasai is a mystery.
Right.
Do you think Kasai would just like show up or
I mean, that's what she did last time. So.
Probably.
It was a cat last time. And not like Silas cat, just actually literally a fucking cat.
Well, we are
Looks
waiting
like
for some
nobody likes-
companions to arrive, but in the interim, my name is Sajar Milash Turanan Teshiman Draxerian.
I'm Silas.
Okay, yeah. Can you spell
Call him
that?
Sajar. We just call him Sajar. It's easier.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting the whole thing on
Record.
notes. Yeah. I'm just. Yeah. So how do you spell that? Very smart. Very smart.
Put a
You can
space
see what your
in the
character sheet is titled, alright? I know it. I'm just saying as Tolis they're asking you. And she begins notating it down. Alright. So Sajar, Silas. Saber.
Saw it.
Started.
Saw my dude.
Got it. I'm assuming you guys just introduce yourselves to Tolis.
I go with Anna. Because I don't trust that
Anna.
word.
Fair enough. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm Tolis of the Heartlands, but I guess you already knew that, so shrugs. Oh, Vasu was telling me that you guys would probably be interested in what I can do. Well, holds front and center a decently sized volume. It has a series of leather wraps on the covers to give it rigidity. And it has various scripts, all reading relatively the same thing. Spellbook. I'm a mage.
And you are among peers. Well, somewhat.
That's good to hear. Just as a professional, wondering, any of you acolytes or religious folk?
And next is
Depends on religion.
Well, that's fantastic. Perfect. I'm how do you say a compiler of. She looks around. I'm assuming you guys are walking, talking, but nonetheless, they look around of alternate religious facets.
Oh, that explains the reasons you were getting arrested for them.
I mean, that's not the reason, but not the main reason, but
It's on a list.
it's in there. But yeah, so that's what I'm wondering. At a game, Tolis is a UA type of wizard. It's called a Thurgy wizard. What does that mean? It's a wizard that grabs cleric stuff.
Okay.
It's a very interesting subclass.
Yeah, sounds
it's pretty
it.
complex mechanically, but I'm gonna dumb it down for myself. It's a fantastic subclass. I always appreciate any class that grabs into the cleric stuff because clerics have so many domains. It's just it's a bit of a shame that we don't tinker around with it more. But that's besides the point. So yeah, that's what Tolis is. Tolis of the Heartlands is a wizard, sort of. Sort of wizard, sort of a cleric. Sort of neither, sort of both. I will say, as you guys are walking and talking, is there any particular destination you guys are making your way towards? Don't say downtown. No one say making your way downtown. I swear to God.
If anything, we're going to east.
Well, it's just to the gate, I thought.
Do we want to sort out the bird first before we completely give away where we're going?
I
Is this
mean,
bird following us?
it doesn't need to follow you. It's 400 feet in the sky. It could just sort
Oh.
of watch you from pretty significant angles, like a drone in the manned by the U.S. government.
Well, I say if it's still following us by the time we get out of town, then we take care of it. But I've got a feeling if we start shooting into the sky, it might kind of,
Draw attention.
Yeah,
draw
Garth, imagine
attention.
shooting a bird in the middle of town.
Shut up.
Garth did that once in our other campaign, and then apparently everyone in that town, apparently it was Compton, everyone in that town was strapped, and as soon as he did that, they all pulled weapons on us. And we're like, what the fuck is up with this village? Why does everyone, even the kids have weapons? What is this shit? That's very funny, though.
Crash's character gave a small child a knife that, in
Yeah.
the end, stabbed her in the back.
Yes.
Oh, joy!
Yeah, apparently, yeah, there's weapons that do that. If you roll a nat 1 on them, it will actually deal damage to the user. And since a child has 1 HP, I successfully got a child to kill themselves.
Oh my
Oh
god!
gosh.
Accident.
Wow.
By accident. The thing is, here's the thing, I don't know if that actually happened because our campaign ended 90% faster than it should have. So, I don't actually know if we actually got to that point. Anyways, though. What doing?
Does the new wizard have anything that could potentially help with that? I highly
You know, I don't know because I never got around to actually punching in her damn spells.
Shit.
I'll say yes. What that answer is, I don't know.
She's tired from prison. She ain't got any spell slots.
Oh, if we want an anime reference for how Tolis is, I know we're all weebs, right? You're all playing Nevros after all. If you ever seen Orin Host Club,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can imagine Tolis like that.
Oh, okay.
How did
Yep. Yep.
I have no idea.
Okay.
he?
Fine.
Okay, well,
In fairness,
I'm gonna do this just to confuse though.
Oh
There's so
god.
many anime pretty boys.
This was the fangirl anime back in the day.
Okay.
Like, actually.